Hello and welcome to my not weekly vlog. It's weird saying this intro because I'm so used to saying weekly vlog. I feel like I might have said that in my last vlog actually. Right, so music. I have released my Eternal Palace World of Warcraft parody, so if you haven't heard it, go and check it out, mon. I had such a good time singing that song. And it's from one of my favourite Disney films. I was obsessed with The Little Mermaid growing up. I think it's one of those films that just got me because you know the part when she goes, ah, that bit was like, oh, and when she was doing it, it just stuck with me, and I guess that's kind of one of the reasons why I love singing so much. She was Ariel, oh yeah, that was one of my inspirations, so I'm so happy with how the song came out though. And a lot of people did say to me, you need to do a Poor Unfortunate Souls. And oh, do you know what? That was one of the ideas that I had for the Eternal Palace parody. And I was really weighing it up between Under the Sea and Poor Unfortunate Souls. With Poor Unfortunate Souls, oh, do you know, it would have worked, wouldn't it? They both work. But I think I wanted to go with chipper and weird because everyone said it. It's so chipper, but what I'm singing about and the clips that I put in for certain parts of the song, it's just weird. It's really weird, but it works, right? So yeah, if anyone wants to write a parody for me for Poor Unfortunate Souls, I'd love to do it because I had such a blast channeling Sebastian the Crab. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, oh, but that is a big mistake. I just had such a good time doing his voice. But the reason why I found it quite easy to do is because seriously guys, I listened to that song over and over in my childhood, so it's like stuck in my head. I can hear the anyway, so yeah, I had a blast singing that song, and as I said, if anyone wants to have a shot at writing some lyrics for the Poor Unfortunate Souls parody, then go for it, because you know, if they're good, then I'll be more than happy to do it. So I also released my rendition of the Shadowbringers theme song from Final Fantasy XIV, and that went down really well, and I'm really happy with that because as I mentioned in my last vlog, I've been doing a new vocal program and it's working out really well. My voice is like so much stronger, and I'm reaching areas with my voice that I used to be able to reach in my early 20s, but I kind of got lazy and stopped using them as much, like those certain registers, and my voice kind of started to suffer, and my mix is getting so much stronger, and I'm just finding everything a lot easier now. And Shadowbringers was exceptionally high, way too high for my voice, and in all honesty I shouldn't have sang that high, but I wanted to stay true to the original, and I hear it as being pitchy, but no one said anything about it, so I probably shouldn't say anything. But I'm a perfectionist and I hear it being pitchy, so I then went ahead and released my rendition of Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which I transposed down. However, somehow I ended up in the same key for the bridgy area and the verses and stuff, so don't know how that happened, but it works. But in regards to Shadowbringers also, I just wanted to let you guys know that it has been taken down from stores, and this is a bit of a touchy subject for me. I still feel quite upset about it, but it is my fault. I did make a boo-boo and I uploaded that song to stores thinking that it was okay, like I genuinely thought it was okay. I'm only human and I'm only one woman and I'm doing everything myself, you know, so it's sometimes you haven't got someone to say, well, that's not right or that's incorrect, and so I just I didn't do anything from a place of like ill intent. I didn't go out to create that song to maliciously upload it. You know, the melodies are even different in certain areas. I completely detract from the original and took it into my own bit. But anyway, I'm sorry if you went to try and get it on stores or if you had it and now you don't have it, but it's still here on YouTube, so you can still listen to it here. And yeah, I mean, that's all I've really got to say about the situation with that. And I am sad that I'm not sad that it's been taken out of the stores. I'm sad that, you know, maybe Square Enix felt that I'm stepping on their toes, and that's not what I'd never want to do that. That's not why I created the song. you know. So anyway, that it is what it is, and that's happened. So hopefully, you know, they don't hate me. So I'm actually recording this vlog a week early because Ian's has taken a week off work for the week that I would have been recording this. So I haven't got like an extra week's worth of songs to tell you about yet because it hasn't happened. But in other news, in Maggie news, my dog Maggie, she's had to go on steroids, so that's kind of, I feel sad for her. It's not permanent, it's just a 2-week course, because she's really, really sensitive to just everything, apparently, like everything. Like since she was a puppy, she would get ear flare-ups, she'd lose fur on her stomach, she can't have certain medication because it can like damn near kill her. She's just really, really sensitive, and she's been on the same type of food her entire life. She's never deviated from this, and it's not even wet food, it's dry food. What a bad deck of cards to be dealt. Is that bad hand of cards to be dealt? Whatever. That bad paw of cards, I guess, in her case. But so she's started to get, she started to go bald on her paws, which she had last year. So we thought it could be mice because, you know, moving to Somerset, the insect life here is rife. And we put her on this new type of really kind of strong flea, tick and lice. Mice pills. And that kind of worked, and her fur issue cleared up and she wasn't bald anymore, so that was good. She had a little bald tummy at one point, like a little piglet's tummy, all sort of pink and grey. So I took her into the vet last week and just said, you know, she's losing her fur again on her paws, but she's on the medication that we had her on. She's been on it since, so it can't be lice. So they suggested putting her on steroids, which, oh, you know, I don't want to pump my dog with medication. I feel like I'd rather that she can try and get over it herself, but the vet did say it's quite strong, the allergic reaction that she's having, and her paws look really red and kind of sore. So she's been on steroids now for 4 days, and she does seem a little bit out of sorts, and I do keep going to check on her and make sure she's okay. So hopefully, fingers and paws crossed for Maggie getting better soon. I think that's pretty much it for this vlog. I know it's short and sweet, but as I said, I'm vlogging a week early, so I haven't got an extra week worth of songs to tell you about. But I am planning on working on the Titania theme from Final Fantasy XIV, and I did put a little poll up on my Twitter just sort of suggesting, would you prefer a candlelight version or a music box version of Titania? And a lot of people suggested for the candlelight version. Music box I was thinking could be quite funny because, you know, music box versions of things are quite cutesy and the lyrics are like fa la 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 la, it's just going to be quite cute. But candlelight version is going to be good too. I love doing candlelight versions of anything, you know, that's like my thing. Slowing it down and even changing it, doing what Chase Holfelder does, you know, turning some parts into more of a minor key than a major key. So maybe I'll do that with Titania. I'm looking forward to playing around with it. I just don't want to step on anyone's toes or put anyone's nose out of joint, because I had some comments. I know I'm going back to this Shadowbringers thing, but I have had some comments from people angry that I put it on stores, and it does hurt, you know. I do sort of sit there at night and think, oh, and I kind of think about all the responses that I wish I could write back, but I'm obviously not going to. And I don't mean like malicious responses, but responses that are like explaining myself. And I kind of go over these different scenarios, but you know, it is what it is. I can't change what's happened. I really don't want to step on people's toes. Like, I sing and I make music because I love doing it, not for any other reason. I feel like I am explaining myself. But you guys know, right, that I just created that song because I loved it, and I just wanted to make my own version of it, and it wasn't anything more than that, and it wasn't with malicious intent at all. So yeah, I'll do this Titania theme and just hope that it doesn't anger the gods of Final Fantasy. Anyway, I feel like this vlog has been very adequately awkward for a Monday, so I hope you enjoy my awkwardness. And I'll see you in a fortnight for the monthly Q&A. Have a wonderful week, everybody, a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye!